So we had a rough start versus Jackson State. At one point they had the lead, but eventually we came out on top. We are now 9-0 on the season, on the verge of trying to get back to that national championship game. Will the BCS voters screw us yet again, or will we finally get our chance to play for that crystal ball once again? Let's go up to Baltimore, Maryland though. We got Hampton and Morgan State in a Meac matchup. This is important right here. Whoever wins this game right here is most likely on the verge of winning the Meac title. Warren picks off that pass for the Morgan State defense, and here goes the man we've all been looking to see, Samuel Ross, the starting running back. Freeze it right here. Look at the numbers: 1,100 yards rushing on the season, over 500 yards receiving, over 800 yards returning, 19 tutties. The man has been everything for this Morgan State Bear offense this season. Here he goes right here on the toss play up the right side, past the 30, inside the 20. Oh, look at that move right there. He took it to the crib. Look at that move right there, the spin move on the hesitation. Look at this once again, the toss right there past the 40. Then around this time, he decides to take a step back and a spin move, takes it to the crib. A great play that was by Samuel Ross. So here goes Morgan State back on offense, and this time it's a bad situation. A picked off pass right there. Oh man, everybody got moves today on this field. That was a great play by the linebacker, and the Hampton Pirate defense steps up once again. So here they go right here. Satele steps back with the play fake. He pops it into the end zone. That pass is caught. Somehow that pass was caught. I have no idea how. He threw that all the way across the other side of the field, and the Hampton Pirates are back into this game. How did he make that catch? I will not understand. But the game's tied at 7. So here goes the Hampton offense once again. This time he's looking downfield for a guy, and it's caught. 20-10, touchdown Hampton Pirates. Touchdown Hampton Pirates. That was a great pass, a 62-yard strike, and now the Pirates have the lead. So Morgan State's back on offense. This time they're going to look downfield. That pass is caught. He does a hurdle. Always off to the races inside Hampton territory, and he is gone. Touchdown Morgan State Bears. What a play that was. This game is looking good so far. 3rd and 5 now. Satele steps back, pops it to the tight end. The tight end goes up the left side, up the left hash mark in the Morgan State territory. Oh, he's going to take it back all the way. Touchdown Hampton. What a play. Another big play by the Hampton Pirates. Back-to-back big plays in this game so far. So here goes Morgan State back on the field. There goes Samuel Ross up the left side in the Hampton territory. Samuel Ross gets tackled inside the 30-yard line. A great run. At the Pirate 28, there goes Ross again, taking the handoff. He breaks through. Oh my Lord, I thought he was going to break that. There inside the red zone now. He has well over 100 yards rushing. The man is adding on to a great season. 1st and 10 now. This time the quarterback rolls out to the right, and he decides to do it himself for a touchdown. Morgan State is back into the lead. It is 20-21. What is the Hampton offense going to do though? It's 2nd and 10. Satele steps back. Satele finds his favorite target, the tight end, and he goes into the crib again. Another touchdown for the Hampton Pirates. I believe that is touchdown catch number 3. So here goes Morgan State. No time left, and he gets sacked. He gets sacked, and that's how the game ends. That was the last chance for the Morgan State Bears, but they could not pull it off. And it looks like the Hampton Pirates are on the verge of winning the Meac title. They are victorious over Morgan State 28-24. A great game with some big plays on the offensive side of the ball. Both teams balled out, but in the end, only one team could come out victorious, and that was the Hampton Pirates. So let's look at the rest of the HBCU world. You saw us beat up on Jackson State late, especially in the 4th quarter. We had to shut them out. Missouri beat Alabama A&M. Prairie View A&M beat Bethune-Cookman 34-24. Texas Southern victorious over Southern 33-31. Arkansas Pine Bluff beat Mississippi Valley State. Grambling State is 0-9. They fall to FAMU. Damn, Grambling. So let's look at the Meac. Tennessee State beat North Carolina State. You saw Hampton over Morgan State. Howard beat South Carolina State 35-10. And then you have Delaware State victorious over Norfolk State. Now I have some bad news for y'all cats. It's happening again. It is happening again. We got snubbed. Look at that. Look at the front cover. Alabama State gets snubbed in the latest bowl rankings. Brokenhearted. just absolutely crazy. So let's look at the BCS Bowl rankings. Ohio State and Texas A&M are ranked 1 and 2 right now. We are ranked number 3. We have not lost a game in the last 2 years, but we're number 3. Not even worthy, according to them, to play in the national championship game. Absolutely nuts. We need some help. We need Ohio State to lose, and we need Texas A&M to lose. And keep in mind too, Texas A&M already has 1 loss on the season. Now take a look at this right here. Their next game is against Texas. I gotta find out who they lost to, by the way. They did beat Texas Tech last week. But good news, Ryan Thompson is still on top of the Heisman Trophy watch list. He might become the 2nd player in the history of NCAA football to win 2 Heismans in a row. It's looking really good right now, in his last season as well. Can't wait to import him and see where he goes on Madden. There goes Aaron Wyatt, the quarterback from Michigan. Brendan McCaleb from Cal, and then Samuel Ross went down at the bottom of the list for Morgan State after that loss. So Donnie Moncrief is in first place for the Doak Walker Award. He's going to continue the tradition. I believe we haven't had one win the Doak Walker Award over the last, 2 years? Or was it 1 year? I forgot. Leon Henderson, the Big L, won the Doak Walker Award, if my memory is correct. I got to go back and confirm that. So here goes Donnie Moncrief on the verge of having an excellent season, man. 1,300 yards, approaching 1,400 yards. Could have 1,500 by the end of the season. He's having a great year. Samuel Ross, by the way, is in 2nd place. The Biletnikoff Award, a.k.a. Best Wide Receiver, Ryan Thompson is in 1st place, followed by this wide receiver from Oregon State by the name of Freddie Benson, and he's having a really good season, man. But we got to make sure we stay on top of the list. But also what's not being shown on here is his rushing touchdowns. I believe he has 4 or 5 on the season so far. Kendrick Billings looks like he's going to run away with the Best Offensive Lineman Award. The man has been an absolute monster once again. 64 pancakes on the season with only 2 allowed sacks. Chad Hamilton, we're going to try to get him on top of the Best Return Award. Donnie Moncrief with a great game. Career high 4 touchdown runs in 1 game. We want to keep that going for him. Tyrone Rayner, though, look at that. 6 tackles and 2 INTs, and their win over Grambling State. Grambling State is 0-9 on the season, dog. That is very alarming. Bryant Flanagan of Delaware State and Elvis Ernest of Hampton take home Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week in the Meac. That's what's up. So, let's look at the East. The battle looks very interesting. Arkansas Pine Bluff, and it looks like Alcorn State are on the verge of winning the SWAC East. It could be between those two. Us, we got everything intact. We're good. We once again win the SWAC West. We're going back to Detroit with 2 more games intact. And on top of that, we're still looking to play in that national championship game. Let's go over to the Meac. Morgan State and Hampton. These are the 2 teams. It looks like it's going to be Hampton, though. Hampton could be on the verge, the way it looks right now, to win the Meac. But let's see what happens down the stretch in these last 3 weeks. So somebody requested that we take a look at the stats for Hampton and Morgan State. So here they are. Pause it if you want to see it. But as far as Hampton, they really haven't done much on the offensive side of the ball. Everything's pretty much been solely dependent on defense. They've been carrying most of the load. Fire T-Tate with only 500 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. He leads the team. And here goes the wide receiver stats right here. Mark Williams has been their best target. Leads the team in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. But Marquardt right there, he leads the team in yards per catch. Whoever this is, right, look at that. David Green, 17 pancakes and 12 allowed sacks. Yikes. This defense, though, has been straight balling. So they got Murray. He leads the team in tackles. They got this cat, Andrew McNeil, that leads the team in tackles for loss. And I forgot who leads the team in sacks. I believe it is Murray as well. I forgot. Let's see if I eventually go over there. I have no idea. So Elvis Ernest leads the team in interceptions. So yeah, man, the defense has been carrying the load for the Hampton Pirates. For the Morgan State Bears, there's been more balance on both sides of the ball. So you see they're losing. They lost one of their quarterbacks for the season, and that explains why Jones has been taking the spot from DeMarcus Martin. Now we go over to the running back position, and again, it's been all about this guy. He could be the Offensive Player of the Year in the Meac. He could also be named First Team All-American by the time the season is over. He's had that good of a season, man. He's been balling all year. 65 broken tackles as well. So let's get a closer look at Samuel Ross's career. He's had a pretty good career from Sandusky, Ohio. 91 overall. He might pop up on Madden too, man. He's also a redshirt senior. So let's see what happens. See, last year he was a first team All Sunbelt player. Well, All Meac in this case. So the receiving yards, there's way more balance than there was at Hampton. The best receiver on this team is Eric Sears. 879 yards receiving. Also leads the team in receptions and receiving touchdowns with 8. So as you see here, there's a lot of balance. Look at Bozeman. Great second guy. And then Samuel Ross is third on the team in receiving. That's crazy, right? But Morgan State has had a pretty good season. Now let's look at the offensive line. 32 pancakes for Aaron Shaw, along with 4 sacks allowed. If they can stop allowing all those sacks, they have a better season. They might be undefeated here. Leo Gardner is the best defensive player on this team, no doubt about that. Dude leads the team in tackles. He almost has 100 tackles on the season. Also leads in tackles for loss, leads in sacks. And I believe that it's Jones that leads the team in interceptions. We'll take that back. It's Jones and Warren. Both of them have 3, if my memory is correct. So those are the stats for Hampton and for Morgan State. Join us next time. We are going down to the hole in Grambling, Louisiana. Eddie Robinson Stadium will be the scene. We're taking on the Grambling State Tigers, a team that has been winless all season. Who would have thought Grambling State going winless in the season? Well, good thing it's just a video game, hell. But thank y'all for watching. Peace.